welcome you back to the Dobrinnik channel. Today we are talking about California. Our prayers go out to the people out in Atlanta, in South Carolina, and North Carolina that really just got devastated. The town of Ashley just got pounded away. We'll get to California in a second. I do want to talk about that. Let's go out to the 72-hour map real quick. We just come out here to the 96-hour map. You can see 20 inches there. Look at this right here. 21 inches as we get away from it. And this is crazy. This hurricane was a rainmaker. It flooded many places. It was just crazy. Come in at high tide, and it impacted all the way up to almost St. Louis, Louisville, Cincinnati, Columbus, even Indianapolis. The whole area just got pounded with tons of rain. There was low pressure that came down from Alaska last week that caught up with this, that sucked it into it, and it just sit there and dumped rain over and over. The majority of it came over here through the state of Georgia, through the state of South Carolina, North Carolina. The poor town of Ashley just got wiped away. Prayers to everybody out there. Let's go out to California like we were talking. As we roll out to California for the next 10 days, you can see very little precipitation, if none, no precipitation in the forecast. With the European model, we go to the GFS, and they're calling for just slightly chance of precipitation, especially along San Francisco. We're getting to the point where it'll either start raining or it won't, and San Francisco 0.13, and then maybe a little bit over here, maybe 0.2 inches, just a trace of precipitation. My friend Steve out in Yuba City, just not a whole lot. And they're talking about record heat. We go to the temperature map here. You can see that it's still warm for this late in the year. 82, highs in the 80s, almost 90 degrees. Sacramento, quite a bit. My friends down in Lake Havasu, 97 still for this late in the year, as we are getting closer to October finally, and then quite a bit. Now, overall, the trend is to stay fairly warm for the whole United States through the beginning of October. We'll see how long this continues. Time will tell. And let's get right out to it. We are going to go out to Lake Trinity. We're going to start off at Lake Trinity. I got some new graphs. I hope you like them. Here we go. As we roll out to Lake Trinity, you can see that the level has really went from being way high at 2,350-ish, 348, almost 349, and then it went way down to 2,321 where we're at today. You can see that the water level is 2,321.21 feet. Sunday, September 29, 2024 at 9 a.m. The level is 48.79 feet below full pool of 2,370. Changes since yesterday. The lake is down 0.19 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is down 1.61 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is down 3.36 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is down 7.59 feet. Over the last 6 months, Lake Trinity is up 36.70 feet. Over the last year, the lake is up 37.84 feet. Your inflows are negative 77. Your outflows are currently 1,782. We go out to the glory hole. The glory hole is 2,370.10 feet. In 2022, Lake Trinity's water level was 2,194.11 feet. Last year, we were looking at 2,283.37 feet, and today we're looking at 2,321.21 feet. Dead pool is 2,100 feet, and we continue to roll on. Percentage of capacity at Lake Trinity, you can see this is the way it is here. We are currently still in the light blue. You're starting to get to the yellow at 70.58%. And we roll over to Lake Shasta next. As we roll out to Lake Shasta, you can see that the water level has been all over the place this year. We started out pretty low at 1,112.96 feet. We went way up to 1,061.32 feet. We are currently sitting at 997.97 feet. Sunday, September 29, 2024 at 9 a.m. The level is 69.03 feet below full pool of 1,067. Changes since yesterday. The lake is down 0.38 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is down 2.12 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is down 4.44 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is down 10.96 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is down 14.52 feet. Over the last year, the lake is down 23.91 feet. Inflows are 5,603. Your outflows are 4,652. And we keep on scooting over to Lake Shasta's bar graph over the last 3 years. This is for today's date. The full pool level is 1,067. In 2022, the lake was 926.46 feet. Last year, we were looking at 1,021.88 feet. Today, we're looking at 997.97 feet, and dead pool 737.75 feet. We go out to percentage of capacity, and your current percentage of capacity at Lake Shasta is 61.18%. Let's roll down to Lake Oroville next. As we roll out to Lake Oroville, wow, this thing has really fallen off the cliff here lately, and it's not trending like it did last year. Last year, we had much more decent inflows. This year, it is a big drop. You can see that we were doing good up until about middle of June, and then it started to really fall off, and it looks worse than it did in 2022, which is concerning. And today's water level is 781.77 feet. Sunday, September 29, 2024 at 8 a.m. The level is 118.23 feet below full pool of 900. Changes since yesterday. The lake is down 1.26 feet over the last 24 hours. The lake is also down 9.06 feet over the last 7 days. That's insane. That's a lot of water gone. Over the last 14 days, 18.46 feet. So you're down almost 20 in 14 days. That's crazy. That's over a foot a day for both of these. It's averaging about 1.26, so that's crazy. Over the last 30 days, 37.68 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is down 36.37 feet. Over the last year, the lake is down 51.92 feet. That's insane. Inflows are currently 1,397. Outflows are 8,056. And we continue to scoot on to the 3-year bar graph next. Full pool, of course, is 900. In 2022, we were looking at 696.81 feet. Last year, we were looking at 833.69 feet. Today, we're at 781.77 feet, and your dead pool is 640 there at Lake Oroville. We go out to your percentage of capacity next, and your percentage of capacity, we're getting the orange almost to the red. We are at 55.96%, so that is concerning as well. Let's continue to scoot on next to Lake Folsom. As we roll out to Lake Folsom, you can see that we were at a high around 462, and today's September 29th with 411.65 feet. As we roll out to Lake Folsom, you can see that the current water level is 411 feet. MSL Sunday, September 29th, 2024 at 9 a.m. The level is 54.35 feet below full pool of 466. Changes since yesterday. The lake is down 0.08 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is down 0.86 feet over the last 7 days. Over the last 14 days, the lake is down 2.09 feet over the last 14. Over the last 30, the lake is down 5.88 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is down 0.44 feet. Over the last year, the lake is down 24.39 feet. Your inflows are 1,388. Your outflows are currently 1,317, and we continue to scoot on. As we go to your bar graph, full pool is 466 feet. 2022's water level was 394.72 feet. 2023, we were looking at 436.04 feet, and today we're at 411.65 feet. Dead pool's 300, and we continue to scoot on to percentage of capacity next. As we roll out to your percentage of capacity, we are currently at 47.31. We're starting to get into those oranges and reds there. We'll see ultimately what happens. We'll go back up to New Bullards Bar for the final stop today, and let's see what's going on. As we roll out to New Bullards Bar, you can see that it peaked right around May 20th at 1,955.47 feet, and it continues to fall quite a bit. And the water level today is 1,882.94 feet. Sunday, September 29th, 2024 at 9 a.m. The level is 72.06 feet below full pool of 1,955. Changes since yesterday, the lake is down 0.48 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, New Bullards Bar is down 2.59 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is down 5.11 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is down 11.56 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 8.04 feet. Over the last year, the lake is down 11.83 feet. Your inflows are currently 34. Your outflows are currently 2,129 CFS. Let's go check your bar graph next. Full pool level is 1,955.00 feet. 2022, we're looking at 1,877.06 feet. Today, we're looking at 1,894.77 feet. In 2024, today, we're looking at 1,882.94 feet, and dead pool is 1,700. And we go to percentage of capacity next. And our final stop is percentage of capacity at New Bullards Bar, and we can see what the water level is, and it's currently 67.86%. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you on the next one. God bless.